Good morning, Vietnam. What's going on? This is Daniel. You're watching POV Pool. And this is a one-loss side match, playing one pocket here. The final day of the one pocket portion of the West Coast Challenge here at California Billiard Club. 4,000 added event. And we are down to the final six players today with John Mora, Francisco Bustamante, Corey Duell right now battling out with Manny Chow on the table next to this one. And this table is Louis Ulrich versus John Schmidt. John wins the break, and it's a race to three, folks. One pocket.
Okay, guys, if you want to eat breakfast or eat lunch, whatever, the kitchen is now open.
And there goes the break. The horses are on the track.
Because they're all going home.
Yeah, forgive me, guys. For some reason, I was under the understanding that this match would start at 11 a.m. I had no idea it was going to start at 10 a.m. But apparently 11 a.m. is when the 10-ball players meeting will be starting. So there you have it. Stumble in here 10 minutes late. And our horses are already warming up, so what else can I say? Good morning, everybody in the chat room. Good morning, Spanky. I did sleep. Wow, what a nice shot there. Very nice shot. Good speed. John definitely has his work cut out for him, I tell you. Then again, so has Louis. Guys are both very strong players. John's apparently been getting into a little action up at Victorville, which is where he lives now, up at Gary's Victor Billiards, and he just recently had a one pocket match with Jose Perica up there. They had a race to 11, and he beat Perica 7-11, so 11-7. And the rack's opened up a little bit here, so hopefully one of these players will get some opportunity real soon. Actually, that was moving a couple of balls up to the northern equator. And seems to be a little bit of a volley on the cue ball. Each player sticking the ball on either side of the grouping. That's a good bank. Good bank. He brought the 4 and the 13 closer to his hole. And now Louis is in a little bit of trouble here. Thank you. Actually, an excellent shot, and I don't think John's going to go for this 13. He's got a real difficult back cut. He's just going to bring the 1 back to his side of the table. And he's going to wait for a better opportunity.
get better.
And look at that shot. Wow. Very creative shot. And John executes pretty good hit there. Even hits the rail. After drawing back off the 13. You know, I think we're in for a hell of a match right now. I know. Both these guys are playing the right game of one pocket right now. John's a little upset. He kind of tied the 4 and the 14 up. And that's his side of the table, so Louis gonna figure out something to do, some way to use that to his advantage at some point, maybe even right now. Just trying to think of what to do here. I think he wants to hit the 8. Oh, he's gonna hit the 2. And just I'll be right back, guys. Stand by.
Pinball players, there's 5 minutes left to sign up. If you haven't signed up yet, if you want to play in the pinball, you have 5 minutes to sign up, and we're closing the entrance. So last opportunity, please. And if you signed up but have not paid, you need to do that right now as well. We'll shut the entrance in 5 minutes and do the draw.
My first time playing pool. Bear with me.
They like it. They like it. How's it going, guys? Back here. I just had to make my breakfast order and get a cup of coffee. You know how it is, guys. Ball count right now is 1-0. We gotta fight to the finish here, and it's only the beginning. And we're down to the final 6 here. You're watching there's one lost side match going on next to us. Manny Chow versus Corey Deuel, who was beat yesterday by Francisco Bustamante. And Manny Chow ended up beating Rafael Martinez last night in a quick race, 3-0. And this match is John Schmidt and Louis Ulrich on the one-loss side. So that's the four players that are on the one-loss side. And for the hot seat right now, we have Scott the Freezer Frost versus Bustamante, and I believe that match is going to take place after Corey Deuel and Manny Chow's match. On the table next to me. Yeah, ball count is now, okay, I'm guessing 2-1 actually, because I see two unless somebody made a ball in another pocket. Hey, Big Marshall Ananbi in the house. Okay, Louis Ulrich has 3. John Schmidt has 1 ball. And I know that for a fact. Well, another chance for Louis here. Good morning.
All right, last call for sign-ups for 10 ball. Last call.
3 balls to 1, 0-0. First game. You're welcome.
How are you? That's Rich Are those tighter or
Well, John's in a pickle here. He's trapped behind that grouping, and so I think he's just going to try to stay in that grouping and keep the trap in place there. Are you awake yet, Tony Torres?
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sitting next to Tony Torres, who's keeping a low profile here with me.
You want me to jump on it?
You can if you'd like. You're welcome to.
I have nothing else better to do.
Tony says he has nothing else better to do. Nice to be high on his priority list. All right. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Quick audio check. Okay, so far no ball's been made since this little trapping started here. How you doing, Tony?
Oh, pretty good. Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Happy Friday. Day 3 of the West Coast Challenge. So what do you think about this event, man?
Oh, this is a great event. They got a
you think
very
this is gonna
top-notch
be a
field.
keeper?
I hope so. I hope so. The economy keeps up, or gets even better. I can only see good things coming out of this.
Absolutely, and the whole shebang, the West Coast Challenge, man.
Yeah.
The West Coast swing, really. This Hard Times 10 ball, this event, and the CSI events coming up, and then the women are also having these
Their
crazy,
events, yeah.
crazy the Tiger West Coast Tour things going on too, sort of in between all this stuff. It's a great time of the year to be in Cali and to be on the West Side, and all we got to do is create an event for Hard Times Sacramento,
Which
and
Amar
make it sort of a trifecta.
Yeah, Amar King and Rodney were talking to me about maybe just doing a 10 ball after the CSI event in Las Vegas, which I'm more than apt to wanting to do. Keep a lot of the players here on the West Coast, because really there's nothing going on And the East Coast is doing a good job, and part of the Southeast is doing a good job of, having tournaments. And we need something started over here on the West Coast. And if we can keep all these players in a month and a half, on this side, that would be good.
I agree. So Ronnie and Amar, were they talking about doing something this year after Vegas?
Well, probably next year we'll start and we'll add something after Vegas. Honestly, I'd like to have the room owners, ourselves included, and try to start something here on the West Coast and sandwich the U.S. Open 1 pocket and 10 ball tournaments in Las Vegas and sandwich it so we can keep all these great players, here on the West Coast for at least a month and a half. Give them something to do, give them, an opportunity to make a little bit of money.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Traveling up and down California 600 miles at the most, would be great for them instead of having to fly out from back east, and there's a big event that they can all go to. It'd be nice for them, nice for pool in general.
Yeah, well, it's nice this year, for us to have these events right now, and I think it'd only be best that Hard Time Sacramento, come to the table with us and be a part of all of it. I think it'd be just awesome.
Absolutely.
And there's all kinds of like resources, sort of starting up for people who want to travel out here, and everybody's sort of kind of pitching in to help each other, carpooling and travel and all that stuff, and
it makes it easier
there's a new
for the
Facebook
pros.
thing of Host a Pro, and a new website in the making, Host a Pro Pool Player on the Road, and all sorts of cool things coming down the pipeline next year. So
there are a lot of good players that live out here on the West Coast, and they need something started,
Absolutely. It's nice to see, Raj Hundal is here for the 10 ball.
Oh, yeah. I know he's been traveling around, and Amar was telling me that he was going to be able to make it here for the 10 ball.
Stevie Moore, he's been here from the Carolinas, Brandon Schuff. Manny Chow, he lives in New York. He's been all over the place. He's been playing a lot of Southern events. Austin Murphy's here.
Yeah, he's back into playing pool. I think it's a little bit of competition because his older brother Braden, who's confined to a wheelchair because of cerebral palsy, he actually goes out and he plays poker around the country. So I think Austin and him have a little competition going, see who can make money. I got to give a little bit of edge to Braden simply for the fact that there is a lot more money to be had. But if they based it off percentage-wise, I'd like to see who wins. Their little brotherly love competition.
Yeah, and even the Pinoy community,
Yeah.
It's great to see those guys.
Oh, they'll always be around, and...
Yeah, but, Busti lives in Philippines, and it would have been nice to see Efren here as well.
He's getting, to the point where he doesn't think he can win a lot of these tournaments. He's getting a little bit tired. Can't blame the guy after 25 years traveling around everywhere.
Maybe you should talk to Jose. Jose's 63 years old. He's still showing up. Almost.
That's true.
Almost more so than ever,
Well, Jose's a really huge action junkie.
Oscar Dominguez is in the 10 ball, which starts today as well.
I believe his father is also
making an inquiry. Yes, Ernesto, Team Mexico, as they like to be called.
Rafael's here to represent the country also.
Yes. Yeah, even Corey Dool came to play the 1 pocket, and he's now.
He's one of the final 6.
Yeah, he's in the final 6 playing Manny Chow right now.
His 1 pocket game is really improved.
Ken Schumann just
Tell them thank you.
giving us a little shout out. I really appreciate that. That's really nice. Me and Fast Lenny kind of been side by side over here for 3 days.
He does. He does
This
that
isn't
rather
going to
well.
upset you to see this, is it? My breakfast just arrived, and Tony's probably starving. You want a piece of toast?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Person coming from the left side will have to win.
So as this match forges on, there was a huge duel up there at the top of the table.
Yeah, they started playing a little bit of that Chicago pool, moving
Right.
all the balls up table.
Yeah, and just kind of like blocking each other, tempting them with 2 or 3 ball combinations, and neither of them were taking it.
Nope, but I think Louis came out ahead. He's up 6-1 right now in this match.
Big Dennis in the house. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's really, I got the chance to talk to Stevie Moore. Really nice guy.
Yes.
And, he's involved in that bonus ball thing, too. He's...
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that bonus ball so much. I've heard a lot about
it. It's a new game. Which I've seen a couple of 3-minute videos on it, on how to play it and stuff.
Do you think it's going to take off?
I think, I don't know what I think. I think along with the rest of pool, as it grows, everything else around it will grow a little bit. As far as taking off, everything seems to be having a rough start. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'm more apt to wanting just to see everyone concentrate on the 9, the 10, the 1 pocket, and that way we can focus all of our energy into that and promoting that. That would be like if golf decided to change their game a little bit. Their focus, on just doing the golf.
We've also got 6 people left in our 1 pocket division.
I personally believe, though, that the pool community is an extremely creative community, and as pool grows again, I think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of new things come to the table.
Grady Matthews, who passed away about 8 or 9 days ago, and we'd like to honor his memory right now with just a brief moment of silence, if we would.
Ken is asking for a brief moment of silence for the
Grady Matthews.
Yeah, Grady Matthews.
Okay, thank you. And one more on a sort of sad note, one of our co-directors here, who I think a lot of you know, Janet Okamoto, regrettably, night before last, she got a call that her father passed away.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
In the 90s, it wasn't anything shocking or unexpected, but nevertheless, she had to depart.
One of the co-pool directors, Janet Okamoto, if you know who she is, her father passed away. He was 91 years old. So our condolences go out to her and her family as well.
Yeah,
they've got a big banner posted up in here, and all the pros are signing, and Ken's asking people to sign it for her, pay our respects.
Very sweet.
Which is, very, very nice.
The top 2 finishers in the 10-ball event will get paid entry into the U.S. Open 10-ball championship coming up in a few weeks in Las Vegas.
I had to just
So that would
walk up and give her a hug. I didn't say anything. I just went and gave her a hug, and it was
that event will receive paid
a good moment.
already paid their entry, they'll just get their money back here that they've already paid in. Okay, great. And these are some of the general rules of play for 10-ball. Each player is responsible
Well, the 10-ball rules are being discussed,
for where you play, and you're also responsible for knowing
but that is not going to stop the action here.
for some of them, but you're required to know them. Also on the air hockey table right next to Janet's poster are the 10-ball rules. I've got them taped right to the table there, so you can refer to them anytime you like. You can always come and check with me if you're unsure about anything.
Boy, these guys are really sticking it to the rail, I'm telling you.
Minutes to show up, or you will forfeit your match. Each player
Yeah, it's a
5-minute timeout.
big testing out, and this is just the first game, so they're feeling each other out right now. You know, I sort of expected John Schmidt to be, you know, one of the last few standing, as well as Scott Frost and Bustamante. The other guys, you know, I've seen their game progress. You know, Corey's and Louis always been a good road player, but now, you know, he's playing a little bit more one pocket.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of his one pocket skills, but you know, he almost beat Scott Frost yesterday.
Yeah, he had a terrific match. Terrific match. If you didn't see it on Fast Lenny's stream, it was an amazing match. He did have Scott Frost basically defrosted. He only needed one ball, and Scott needed 5, and he made a mistake of leaving one of the balls on the long rail instead of the short rail, and that allowed Scott to go ahead and cross bank that shot and get out.
The positions that they got moved to, and it's ball in hand for the opponent. We do expect, as we've had so far, professional behavior from everybody. So we'd like to just reiterate that unsportsmanlike conduct.
Nice speed. Very nice shot that
Really good shot.
Frosty just banked.
We'd like to expect that to continue.
That will rack up
9 and 14.
John's second ball in this game.
Cell phones, players, when you're
Probably want to do a 2-rail bank here on the 4.
turned off. Not silent, not vibrate, completely turned off. Cannot do any electronic communication of any kind during the match.
Tough shot, tough decision.
Spectators will ask you to have your cell phones on silent or vibrate, and no flash photography at all, please.
He's stalking the table to see which ball he's going to hit, and it looks like he is going to elect to take the 4-ball 2 rails in towards his pocket.
Please use the brake pads when you're breaking 10 ball.
Hit it just a little bit too fat, looks like. But he's going to nestle that ball right up to his hole.
You rack the balls, you are required to rack the 2 and 3 in the corners. Doesn't matter which corner they're in, but 1 in front.
The count is 6-3 Louis.
The rest of the balls thrown in there.
He's got to contend right now taking out the ball
Can't set the balls the
out of
same.
John's pocket.
You may break from anywhere behind the head string. No break box, anywhere behind the
Oh, he almost kicked it into his own pocket.
Illegal break
Good
in
shot.
ball requires you to strike the 1 ball first, and after you've done that, you must either pocket a ball or drive 4 object balls to cushions. If you don't do that, it's a foul, and the opponent has ball in hand. Now, the game begins the moment your Q-tip touches the cue ball. So if you miscue on your break and the cue ball dribbles 3 inches, that's not a legal break, it's a foul. Your opponent has ball in hand. They can do whatever they want with the ball in hand.
John tried to bank the 2-ball and double kissed off of the short rail up table.
It would spot immediately.
She's disgusted with, and Louis is probably going to shoot
By spotting the 10 ball,
the 15 ball towards his pocket, banking it. Nice speed. And
This
he's done it.
speed exhibited by these 2 players is just completely breathtaking.
Yeah, actually, these last 6 guys, their speed control on making banks
I'm
is just
amazed at the consistency of their speed control too.
Now, you don't have to do that on obvious shots, just like with ball or any other pocket game. You just have to do it if you're playing a bank or a kick or a combination, something that your opponent obviously may not be sure of what you're doing. So just ball in pocket.
No rail.
Doesn't matter how it goes in.
just as we're speaking, and we're talking a fraction, a hair off that John hit that, try to kick at the ball and place a cue ball in Louis' pocket and have his 2 blockers.
Your opponent comes to the table and plays it as it comes. There's no option for the incoming player after a straight miss. However, if you're shooting the 2-ball in the side and it hits the point or goes in the corner, it didn't go in the pocket you intended, Therefore, your opponent will have the option to shoot or make you shoot again. By the same token, if you're shooting the 2 in the side and you miss it, the cue ball runs around the table and knocks the 5 ball. Same situation.
Louis did not hit that well,
Something else.
but he was trying to play cue ball more so than pocketing the object ball.
Same thing applies if you're playing any type of a defensive shot or a safety, and you do make the ball, your opponent will have the option. Nothing spots ever except the 10 ball. Of course, push out is allowed after a legal break. You can only call 1 ball per shot. So let's say you got the 1 hanging in the side, the 10 hanging in the corner, and you've got a nice carom there. You've got to say, I'm playing the 10 or I'm playing the 1. You can't say both. So you have to make your choice. So if you call the 10 ball, make the 1, the cue ball knocks the 10 ball in, you've won again because you've made the ball you called. But if you call the 1 on the side and make it, and the cue ball rolls down and knocks the 10 ball in, well, you keep shooting because you made the 1 that you called, but the 10 in the spot. 3 foul rules in effect, 3 consecutive fouls by any players, loss of game. You must warn the opponent when they're on 2, and you must issue that warning.
6-2, correct?
Yes, 6-2.
Approaching the table already on 2.
I think that's going.
When they're on 2, after they've committed the second foul,
Well, it's on deposit, should we
Just as
say?
good.
Yep.
Just as good.
in a timely manner, you have to do that. You just need to do it again. As they
John's going to have to be playing, have a game like this.
at that time.
The whole game's going to be like this for John
Yeah.
because there's really no multi-ball run for him on this table, of the way the balls are spread.
We want the winner to report the result over to the tournament desk.
And Louis needs 1.
So we can keep things rolling.
No, Louis needs 2.
What we're probably going to do here.
Oh, no. Oh, you're right.
Six-
Yes,
six-
yeah. Now it's 6-3.
3.
For the very first round, just to get us going, we'll call out.
Excuse me.
God, you're here.
I don't know if how you can get it out of your mind after being up on the hill 6 or 7 balls, case ball for you, and your opponent comes back and wins. But then again, Louis did scratch back after being down 3-1 against Scott Frost, arguably the best 1 pocket player right now on the planet. And how you can get it out of your mind, even if you're up, how you're going to maintain that lead against somebody like John Schmidt, who does play a phenomenal 1 pocket game.
We're down to just a few tables. Okay, can I answer any questions from anybody about?
And earlier, I think 2 days ago, Louis was playing Francisco, $50 a game, just to warm up, and he's playing a little bit more 1 pocket. He's learning.
How did Boosty do with him? Did they break even?
No, Boosty won 3 games, or 3 ahead.
Can I shoot the 1 on the side and make the 10 also at the same time?
He was mentioning to me that Louis' game has gotten better.
Decide which ball you want to call. If you make the 1 you call,
That's coming from a guy that doesn't really play a whole lot of 1 pocket,
other questions of any kind?
but he is a great shot maker. Francisco Bustamante, he is a
Busty?
great
Oh my gosh.
banker.
Playing Corey Duel last night?
Just miss.
I mean, you were there. You were a railbird.
Yep, need to watch my horse run.
Oh, man, he did.
I'm telling you, I was sweating.
No option on the incoming player.
There were a lot of people watching that match.
Well, the 2 matches featured great play.
Everybody must use the racking device that is provided.
They won't be using the magic rack for this tournament. They'll be just using the normal racks.
You cannot alter the equipment to suit yourself, even if you and your opponent agree you can't do that. One last thing too, please make sure you keep scope on the feeds above the table so we can monitor your pace of play. 90 minutes should be sufficient.
How do you feel about the magic rack, at least for 10 ball? Or
We see a match
Well, for somebody who's not as skilled as I am, I like it. But
Okay.
from some of the pros, I hear that they don't like it because it's too easy to make balls and run out.
Yeah.
Anything else from anybody about questions, format, rules?
But I think for the general populace, I think it's a good thing. You don't have to.
You know, tournament directors tend to like it because
It speeds up play.
speeds up play.
They don't have-
especially in a large field of like.
Yeah.
you
And
know,
if you rack your own
120
on
air.
that, you know, you don't have to worry about, whether a ball's out of line, whether a ball's touching.
That's true. That's true.
And it does speed up
No
play.
micromanaging the rack.
Yeah, I think, really Earl gave it that go around with the Sardo tight rack at first because he was the one who was originally complaining about everything, every minute detail
Oh, really?
about the rack.
Phil?
No,
Tony?
Earl Strickland.
Oh, Strickland. Yeah.
Yeah, he was, this had to be perfect, that had to be perfect. Let's call over another racker. Let's rack this, let's rack that. And if you rack your own on the Magic Rack, you have no one to blame. And it does a fairly good job, but simply for the fact that they don't like it because now everyone starts making balls.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ken Schumann has basically done the players' meeting and covered all the rules, and I think all the questions have been addressed.
Don't forget everybody about the upcoming tournament, 10-ball tournament at Hard Times in Bellflower next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And he's also announcing the Hard Times event.
Yes. It's $5,000 added event. It's the week, the 4th, 5th, and 6th prior to the start in Vegas, which is the 10th.
Flyers around the pool room here for the Hard Times Open, and Dave Hammer has entry forms here, so if you want to sign up.
That's right. Dave Hema is here taking entries
He is
for
the
the Hard
house.
Times 10-ball event.
He is the house pro down there, correct?
Dave Hema, yeah.
Big Wave Dave.
Oddly enough, I ran into him in the lobby of the hotel room with Corey Harper. Mm-hmm. And it was, now that I think about it, it's kind of funny because for a few months, and I don't know what happened, but for a few months, Corey was the house pro
Yes.
at Hard Times.
I think that was when Dave was just had his
Had his
baby.
His baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably just had his hands full.
Yeah, having a child, yeah, you can get your hands full. For at least 18 years, technically.
Corey has a little boutique, a little pool billiards boutique.
Yeah,
Down
yeah, I
in
see that.
Pasadena. And
Crown
he's calling
City
it
Billiards?
a boutique. I know it sounds very
Upscale,
Rodeo Drive,
yeah.
But really what it is it's a small room with one pool table that he and some retail, it's like a shop as well, and
Okay.
he does Q-tips and repairs and sells cues. But he's been holding clinics there
Nice.
and doing training there, and even having a little bit of action there, a couple ring games and whatnot. And
Nice. Interesting he would call it a boutique.
yeah, a little billiards boutique,
It's going to be 1,000 we're going to get details now.
It's called Crown City Billiards in Pasadena.
That was a nice takeout by John Schmidt. Louis had a ball in his hole. And John has 2 balls towards his pocket. And the other 4 balls remaining are up table.
Boy, I tell you, I haven't seen really a mistake from Louis yet. A major mistake.
He's had a couple of hiccups, but not too detrimental. He's still up 6-3.
What do you
on
expect
John.
before noon?
Yeah, half these guys are asleep. This is not normal,
Really isn't.
Rodney Morris is off to the side practicing the 10 ball, which is really his strength. And he's wearing Brada Bing clothing line, which he
Yeah.
helped create. So if you're interested, I don't know exactly the website, but you should check it out. It's called Brada Bing. What is it?
He gave me.
Oh, okay. It's at www.bdb. That's Bob David Bob times 2, or is that a Z?
Let's check.
Times 2.
It is BDB X2.
Okay, so
Bada bing.
bdbx2.com.
And looks like island apparel, my friend.
Yeah, designed by an islander for everybody else. So once again, that's BDB, as in Bob David Bob,
There's Rodney.
times2.com. And they'll have more island or more designs later to come. They are a brand new clothing line.
Yeah.
And Rodney's their big
He's a little
poster
bit of,
child, I
he's kind
guess.
of an entrepreneur, though, isn't he? He
has
seen
to.
him doing energy
Drinks, yeah. We had it over at our
and
place.
He was launching a tequila.
No,
several years back as well.
Yeah, that's a huge undertaking right there.
Yeah, he realized a little later on what was going on. He had to. I think he ended up pulling out, but he's got big hopes and dreams, and I like that. And hopefully his line will
take off.
Yeah.
John's making a run out here. There are 4 balls left on the table. He's pocketed the last 2 balls out of the 6. He's going to be cutting.
Gonna post that Bada Bing link in the chat room. Bada Bing.
And he's getting on. He got onto the 4 ball. So it looks like he's even now with Louis. It's 6-6, and he's got a shot on the 4 ball. Easy cut.
John needs 2.
Yep.
And so does Louis. John wants to bank this 11.
Yep.
I think he came up a little too
steep on it.
A little too straight. A little too. Yeah, he needs
to hold it up.
A little more of an angle, but he can hold it up. He's gonna play it with speed.
Create that angle.
He's gonna play it with speed.
He's moving it to the pocket. Yeah,
I think he
doesn't like it.
bank.
Yeah, he knows that he should have left it on the short rail. But short rail. Louis could also come around 2 rails to kick it.
Mm-hmm.
But bank's probably more preferable than that. Oh, and Louis scratch trying to cross bank it. That's gonna hurt. That's his first mistake
John
right there.
Needs,
That's
this
gonna hurt.
ball for the win of the first game here.
John's gonna back cut this ball. I wonder why he chose to elect to back cut the ball.
Yeah, I think the back cut's a bad idea. Mainly because he's also leaving Louis a shot.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Well, I've probably only played like a couple hundred games versus 10,000 games that John has played. So whatever his reasoning is, I won't question it. That point in time.
Okay.
I'll forget that. I'll question it because now he left Louis, an out, and he could have had Louis on the first game, and he fought his way to get the 6 balls that he has, or the 7 balls that he has now.
He did. He really did. All right, well, it is what it is. Louis back in this, where we actually thought he was.
He was in the driver's seat for a while, but
We thought his goose was cooked for a second.
like I said earlier, how do you get that out of your mind? Because he just basically let John back in the way he had let Scott Frost back in in yesterday's match. And Louis was controlling the game.
All right, he played the right speed. But he missed the opportunity to get in the pocket there. So John's bunting it back. He's looking at the 2 ball, but I can't see him going for this. Can you? Well,
Oh, yeah.
I guess I would see him going for this.
Yeah. But see, that leaves a cross bank for John.
Well, the speed, yeah, he's leaving the cross bank.
Where I would have thought maybe he could have kicked the 7 or hit the 7, go 3 rails and put the cue ball back. But that would have left also another bank. It's
Good, thanks.
the bank that John did, and he left his ball, and I don't know whether Louis can see the 7. Maybe slightly blocked by the 2. I know some players may go up table with the cue ball and slide the cue ball underneath the 7 ball. Don't know if Louis is going to do that. If he jacks up, then I know he's going to try to semi-masse around the 2 and kick the 7 out off the long rail into the short. He's got to hit it with good speed because he'll leave John another bank. It's a
How many
critical
balls
shot.
does John need? 1?
John needs 1 ball. He's up 7-5 on Louis.
Well, could be curtains. He's got an option to play the 1 ball, the 11 ball bank, but
Well, he's got an option also to play the 2 ball cross bank, but he's got to hit it no other than just make the ball. There is no leaving it. You know.
both situations are do or die. He's got to get the 7 out of there if he expects to live without trying to make a ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to semi-mass 8 around and kick the 7. And he did. And he did.
Wow, he got there. Look, and this cue ball is good too.
John's doing a good job of keeping the pressure by moving the balls
John's-
towards his side.
John's cue ball is all right too. He's playing pretty sporty right now.
Louis is going to try to bring the cue ball back down behind, but he hit it.
This might
Bad.
be.
I think the game from yesterday is getting into his mind.
This might be a. Well, I don't. I think he's moved on. You know, I mean, to come back and you know, from being behind with Scott like that.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you know what? John is
Wow.
not. John
What is
is
going
not
on,
taking
John?
advantage of it.
Well, he's playing a great cue ball, but when he's getting a shot now, he's not executing. So that could hurt him in this match. It could really hurt him.
Yeah.
I guess John just decides to bank it.
Now, the reason why I say that Louis hasn't moved on, my opinion is simply for the fact that prior to him being, since he was up on John 6-1, he wasn't making any mistakes and he was controlling everything. But the last couple of shots that Louis has made have been pretty lackadaisical. That attempt at the bank on the last ball was very weak. And if so, I'd like to see him move on.
Well, that's what makes One Pocket such a challenging game is, the how demanding it can be, not only to make a ball, but to keep your cue ball under control, To be able to tame the cue ball and still shoot is...
Well, there's a huge mental factor in this game, and you've got to be...
It's very demanding mentally and physically,
Physically and mentally, you've got to be sharp.
It changes your stroke, it changes the way you execute your shots. Well, John's starting off right from the gate.
Did he pocket a ball off the gate?
Yeah,
no, that was Louis' break. No, that was Louis' break.
Okay.
So it's... Louis got a ball nestled right up by his hole, and he's got a couple of blockers. Well played. He used one of the blockers to kick the ball that was up by Louis' pocket out, and he stuck him behind the stack. So we're looking at the final six, folks, today of the One Pocket. The payouts are going to be 1 through 6. Will be $450 for 5th and 6th place. 4th place will earn $600. Third will be $1,000. Second place will be $2,000 plus a U.S. Open spot. But they said that they would return that amount of $340 for a U.S. spot if the person's already paid for that event. And first place pays $3,500 plus a U.S. Open spot, which is $340 to enter. So we'll see what happens
so
between
you get in the U.S.
six.
Open and a little spending money for Vegas. Corey Duel and Manny Chow going at it here. I don't know what the score. I know that there's a score of 2-0, but I'm not sure. Maybe
I think Corey
Spanky
Duel's
in the
up.
chat room can help me there.
I think Corey's up 2-0. But in this particular game, looks like Manny's up 4-1.
I have the option to use the split screen stream on my computer here, but I'm a little leery about using more bandwidth than I have to. And we are looking at Frank Norman to play the game.
Hey, Frank.
How's it going?
Good. We got a good crowd.
We got a great crowd.
Building up.
Yeah, it is.
Very good.
Yeah. And And Frank actually played the one pocket, came in 13th or 16th.
Got your entry fee back, right?
He got his entry fee back.
It's pretty good because he not only does he have to sell his clothing line, he's got to play in one pocket.
Yeah.
So he's doing a double job here,
Absolutely.
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I wonder how these other guys would fare if they had to sell their clothing, other than Rodney. You know,
Well, I've lost
keeping
the
track of their business
I've lost
and all
the
that.
shirt off my back several times. And actually, the shirt on my back right now is a Play the Game clothing T-shirt.
Which I'm sorry, Frank. I'm just wearing the one
Thanks
with the hard
to-
times. You know,
thanks to
I'm your
Frank.
competitor. I'm not mentioning it.
There was drama last night in the Bustamante Corey duel match. Yes, there was.
A different drama than when Louis was playing Scott Frost.
Yeah, that was pretty good too. But a different drama indeed. There was
Rules were involved.
rules were involved, and Ken Schumann was involved.
So he had to make a call that went Corey's way. In case you didn't hear about it, apparently Boosty was telling Corey Duel that he was on his second foul. And Corey was saying that, I know that I'm on my, I owed 2 balls and I put up 1 because that's all I had.
Yeah.
But Boosty was saying that he was on his second foul and Corey was acknowledging it. So Boosty went to shoot, made 5 or 6 balls to take the lead.
Okay.
And then Corey ended up putting the ball, playing a shot that you would never play if you understood that you were on your second foul.
Yeah.
He kicked it 2 rails and put the cue ball back into the stack.
Yeah.
And then he didn't touch a rail. Well, Bustamante said, I told you were on your second foul. Corey said, I don't remember that. And the technical rule is they called over Ken Schumann is that after a player takes his inning, he must tell his opponent coming to the table at that point in time that he is on his second foul. And technically that's what it says in the rule books. So
Somebody in the chat room yesterday brought up a very good point, though, which is, you know, regardless of what the actual rule is, that they might want to consider changing it, because if you walk up to an opponent and say, how many fouls are you on? Are you on 3 fouls? And if they agree, then the notification should be a moot point anyway.
yeah, if he asks him if he's on 2 fouls.
Yeah.
Another point is, it's not the obligation of your opponent to tell you, okay, or to keep track of what the game is. You should be yourself keeping track of
if you indeed
what the
are
game
a
is.
professional.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well,
once again, this could all
open up a whole new-
all jumping up and down again. So let's focus on this wonderful match we got going on right now. That was then, and this is now. You can watch the archive on my on my channel.
Louis made
Bustamante and Corey Duel played last night.
4 balls Louis made so far. Again, he's taking the lead in this game. Just like he did with Scott Frost and just like he did earlier with John Schmidt. But Louis needs to start closing this stuff out. He needs to just cut off his opponent.
Well, you know, it's kind of hard to do when you're playing the likes of John Schmidt. I mean,
And Scott Frost.
it's easier said than done, you know.
Correct.
But you know what? Boosty hung in there last night, and he took that sucker, man.
Yeah, he did.
He
He was,
took it.
but you could tell he was a little bit upset with the whole call.
He was. I mean, it just means more work for him, you know.
Yes.
But Ken made a very good observation. He said, well, justice prevails in the end, right?
Correct.
So,
I posted up last night on my Facebook, and I don't know how many people are friends with me, and I represent also Hard Times in Sacramento, but I posted a picture of Bustamante with a mullet hairstyle from 1992.
yeah, you know, Barney Calpin was showing us a lot of old those
So I
old
took pictures of those and I posted it up. Well, just the one, and I have other ones too. One's of Jose Perica, one's of Johnny Archer, 1992. I'll post them up later.
Jay Helford's got a lot of those old pictures too, and posters.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them.
It's now 7 minutes to 12. I'm going to call the matches. Ask you to report to your tables. At 12 o'clock, I will give you the signal to land. You can start beforehand if you're both there, but the official time will be 12 o'clock. So please listen carefully for your table assignments and proceed to your table.
I don't know which actual rules Ken was using for the one pocket. He actually gave me a copy of the one pocket rules.
I believe it is what they're using in the tournament in Vegas, which is BCAPL, which is the CSI, but they run off of the BCA rules, which the World Standardized rules run off of also.
Yes, yes.
Table number 7.
But I'm not sure what the official oversight committee was on those rules or whatever. I'm not sure what the actual.
I think since Mark Griffin employs Ken Schumann, I'm pretty sure that there isn't a huge variation between the BCA rules and what they're going to use at CSI.
Yeah.
Table number 10. Arturo Rivera and Stan Tarango.
Look at that trap. Wow.
John just put a ball, kicked a ball, cross-banked it, moved his ball closer to his pocket, and put Louis in the stack.
I tell you
Now
what,
Louis going to kick, put the ball in. Oh,
that was a great
he got
kick.
out. Great return.
I tell you what, you know, there's talk about John Schmidt and Perica having a rematch from a couple weeks, their match last week.
In Victorville.
Yeah. And
Gary's Billiards.
the way John is hitting him right now, I don't think the Jose should go anywhere near him.
Yeah.
Table 17.
What's the score?
Mario
Who's who?
and Josh Ulrich.
Louis Ulrich?
Table number 20. Max Everly.
You know Louis?
Mike Davis.
Okay. Yeah, I hear Gus Brazano asking me who's the guy in the gray T-shirt.
Which is Louis Ulrich from San Diego.
So he's just some shortstop.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's all right.
Robert Van Fredberg.
Gus got into a long one last night with One Pocket Rich, right?
23.
Broke even?
Ernesto Dominguez and Brandon Schuff.
Did you play him even? You guys played even?
Ash and Frank.
That says a lot.
Yeah, that says a lot about his
Gus and
game.
Rich playing each other even. Okay, so John's got like half his piggy bank up there on the table. How many coins do you see there? 4?
1, 2, 3, 4 coins. I see 4 coins.
Shin Hong. Excuse me, and Hunter Roberts. And on table 21, George Tagalian and Joe Cameron.
Ken is starting to announce the start of the 10 ball.
Start time of your match. I'll give you the notice to start at exactly 12 o'clock.
Max Everly's in the house. Mike Davis is in the house.
Max, Dave Hema, Corey Harper, Team Mexico. We got Barbara Lee's actually playing in this event.
Yeah.
Amar Kang, Raj Handal.
Rodney Morris, Paul Juarez, Francisco Bustamante, of course.
I already ate. Perica's here.
The Dominguez
Austin
are
Murphy's here. Is that Paul Juarez?
Yep.
That is
yes,
Paul
it
Juarez.
is.
Where's this?
Dale
bouncing baby girl?
Alpahora, Santos Sambahan is here.
Yeah, Santos
looking
is here.
around.
Josh Ulrich is here.
Yep.
It's going to be a great event, and as soon as I can, I will try to post something in the AZ Billiard Forum as far as the
Bryce Sevilla.
final draw of the tournament.
And my neck can't turn around that much to see who else is here.
Yeah. Anyway, back to reality here. What's going on?
Not to mention the 4 players that are currently playing: John Schmidt, Louis Ulrich, Corey
But-
Duell, Manny Chow.
Yep.
Ken's going to move their 10-ball matches and accommodate them for today. They might only have to play one 10-ball match, each of these final 6 players.
I got a chance to go to Louis' hangout in San Diego
On cue?
Billiards,
Yep.
yeah, in La Mesa. Mm-hmm. Nice little room. It's got a snooker table as well. It's got a bar, full bar. Food, you know. It's nice to see these pool halls really kind of like, you know, making an effort to provide a comfortable spot for players. Yep, that's right. Clyde, the owner, down there, who has owned it for about 3 years, I think. Okay.
The match on table 33 being streamed by Fast Lenny is a little bit slower paced than this one.
Yeah.
John and
John.
Louis are great shot makers as well, so they're moving a little bit faster, but I expect the hot seat match between Scott Frost and Bustamante will be just a gunslinger match, more so in the tradition of Scott Frost with the
Wow.
9-ball
Trombination.
one pocket.
Well, John owes 4 balls here, so he's
He's made 2. What is that?
John Schmidt's ahead 1 game. He owes 4 balls, so he's got quite a lot of work to do here. Let's see.
He's
And
got
he's
one.
about to spot right in front
2
of the cue
balls.
ball. He's about
Yep.
to spot right in front of the cue ball. So
Spot.
let's see what's going on here.
2 balls. He still owes 2.
Well, he can put some of that change back in his pocket.
Correct. He's got 2 balls in the pearls of death. 1 on the long rail, 1 on the short rail.
Yeah. And Louis is going to try to bunt here. Maybe bring the cue ball under the 10.
Which he
Perfect
did.
shot. Perfect
But it's a
shot.
kick shot for John if he elects to do that. But doing that leaves him nothing.
I don't think he's going to do that.
No.
It is a shot to nothing for him. It's really, there's no reward in making that 1 ball. He's playing the cue ball.
Yep. Stick it right back.
Look at this guy. This guy.
Well, admittedly, he's played 10,000 some odd games of 1 pocket. And that's why he says, admittedly, he's about 40,000 games short of Scott Frost's speed.
Yeah.
Good job. Very nice shot by Louis Ulrich to kick the ball out and keep the cue ball in the stack, leaving John not a whole lot of options. Nestle the cue ball between the 15 and the 8.
Let's try and
Move that ball back to his
Look at this.
pocket.
Very creative.
John has a lot of traffic up by his hole.
He still owes 2 balls. And
Louis got 3, I believe. Yep. Louis has 3
ball
balls.
count for Louis is 3.
You might try to use a cue ball and feather right underneath the 1.
John just taking a step in front of us to make sure he can see the shot that's going on. That was a pretty good shot considering the circumstances that Louis is in right now.
Yeah.
But he's got to do something fast.
2 rail
here.
to 5.
Well, I don't know. I think he might even be looking at the 2 ball
And
into the pack there. Play the cue ball, and he might make a ball.
well, he's clustering.
And now he's creating a lot of traffic down
Yeah.
there, and that just changed actually the percentage of Louis doing something a little bit more in his favor now.
Well, he can feather off the 15 and underneath the stack that John's created by his pocket.
Yep, he's going to be careful not to leave John a bank. He's, by the look on John's
So he's going to
face,
use he's going to
doing
kick
pretty
the
well.
1 and underneath the other ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he decided to cross bank that. Leave him straight.
I've been told by many good players to be very careful about crowding your own pocket.
Yes. You can move all the balls you want towards your side, but you leave it by your pocket. Now you can't effectively make a ball.
Yeah.
Forgot to mention that John Mora is in the house also.
Yep. John was unfortunately knocked out by, trying to remember now, by John Schmidt.
By John Schmidt, correct. Well, Louis decided to unclog John's hole.
Hey now.
I'm here.
Do you see anything more than 1 ball here? Do you think he's
No.
gonna? Do you think he's
No.
gonna combo this? No.
No, I think he's
3-2. You don't think he's gonna get in there?
Well, he's going to have to hit it almost absolutely perfect because I can't tell whether the 2 ball, how close it is to the 3. I would think that he'd elect to kick the balls out of Louis' hole, maybe. Oh no, well, it looks like he is going to try to combo or carry him off that.
Well, he can
Pocket
make it.
two.
He can make it.
Oh, he straight
the
cut.
2 ball cuts in.
See, that's what I couldn't tell the gap between the 2 and the 3.
Right, right. Just give me a second, Tony. I'll be right back.
All right. And he just cut the 7. Gonna get shape. On the 15. Cross bank. And John's paying up the last 2 balls that he owes. He's made a run, and now it is 3-3. It's all tied up. John made 5 balls on that run, but remember, he previously owed 4. Cut the 13 ball in and take the lead for the first time in this second game. Another match where John Schmidt has a 1-0 lead. John goes 3 rails to get shape, just a slight bit, makes it just a tougher cut on the 1 ball that Louis had missed earlier. And just like that, John is now in the lead. 5 balls to 4 against Louis. Nice shot. Didn't quite get there.
Ball count now is
5-4.
5-4 John's way, and this is just a huge turnaround. Louis got to really work, find an opportunity and take it, because, you know, John owed 4 balls, remember, in this game? And now John's ahead. What's up with that?
Well, you make one mistake, and the high caliber players like John Schmidt, Scott Frost, and Bustamante will take advantage of it.
Hey, Mauricio. I'm great.
Louis
How
does
are
a
you,
nice
man?
kick to take 2 balls out.
Yeah. Oh, Vegas.
Actually made the 8 in the corner pocket.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have Kevin May join you. That way we can bring some energy to Louis' game. There. Come on, sit down. Hold on.
Actually,
hold on a second. What? You're gonna take a break?
Yeah, because I want to eat.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Tony. Tony, it's
Well, why don't
breakfast
you have
time.
Rich do it?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Good.
Rich knows.
Hey, Rich, come join me. Richard Grenier is going to join me.
Put this in my ear.
That's not really an earpiece. It's just for comfort. Just for comfort, yeah. However you feel comfortable. What's up, Paul? How you doing? Good. And the volume's not up yet, so you can adjust it all you want. Just put it on so it's comfortable.
Okay.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, just wherever you're comfortable. All right, good. And that'll be good. All right. Sitting here with, well, why don't you tell the audience who you are?
Well, my name is Richard Grenier from Los Angeles, and they call me One Pocket Rich over there. Not sure why yet. Still trying to figure that one out.
Well,
we are watching.
What do you think of this game here, man? This Louis,
They're both playing.
John owed 4 balls,
Yeah.
and now John's ahead.
Yeah, well, he moved the balls to his side, and he had Louis trapped for a while, and finally he just got the first shot and made a lot of balls. They're both playing really slow and cautious right now.
I've been noticing that too, especially the first game.
Really, well, there's only like 5 people left in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? So they're getting close. They want to win. They don't want to make any mistakes now. They've come so far.
Especially with that CSI free spot that they're going to get if they win first and second place.
Yeah.
Table number 14.
Yeah.
We're on the clock.
That's what I wanted to do, but just got here last night and missed a whole One Pocket tournament because I have a job. Could not leave. Look at Louis back in the game.
Louis, yeah. I was just
he's-
going to say, he just made things happen. And that's
His
a
One
great
Pocket
shot.
game has really come up. He loves the game, and he's got a perfect demeanor for it. He's slow. He thinks a lot. He's cautious. He's perfectly built for One Pocket.
John says, that's good. So that's going to make it 1 game to 1. This is a race for 3.
Yeah.
I actually did not know Louis had much of a One Pocket game at all. I never saw him play it. I've been covering from him at Hard Times for the last 6-7 months there during the Sundays and whatnot. I covered him here at the Chedito 9-ball tournament. Never even saw him play a game of One Pocket.
Yeah, for the past 10, 15 years, he's been an okay One Pocket player. And then all of a sudden, 2-3 years ago, he started playing me. And I was like, wow. I was like, we broke out even a couple of times. And, then he came to my room, and I beat him there. And we haven't played since. I'm waiting for him.
Well, that says a lot. If you guys haven't played, that means that
We haven't
something's going
played in
on.
about 6 months, yeah. But watching him play now, he's playing real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely the favorite. with me. Oh boy. Okay, I wouldn't have done that. Wait a minute, I have a chance.
Yeah, don't worry, Rich. You know, that's called the commentator's curse. You just fell victim to it. It happens.
I can't believe he did that. He knows better. And John Schmidt, I've been playing him One Pocket for almost 20 years back at Hard Times.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody used to go there, we were playing, and he's come up to be a world-class player on all games. And he takes it real seriously.
Yeah, especially straight pool, too. It was a huge game for him.
Yeah. Okay, so he has a chance to run a few balls here. He's probably going to shoot this and come out to the middle of the table. Oh my God. I don't even know how he killed that ball. Wow. Did you see that shot?
Did he slide it?
He killed it with inside draw,
Oh, yeah,
and he had
I
a
saw
lot
that.
of angle there. It was really amazing.
Yeah, I saw the replay right here.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah, well, John's moved back over to Victorville now, so
Yeah.
he's up there at that Gary's Billiards.
Yeah, well, I heard he's going to move to Vegas. He bought a house there or something, and
Oh, no
going to
kidding.
sell his pool room.
Wait, gonna sell his what?
Pool room, and isn't he part owner
is
or
he part
something
owner of Gary's?
in Victorville? Yeah,
I
he's
didn't know.
gonna-
I didn't know I didn't know
Yeah. Well, when you hear things in the pool room, it may or may not be true. So I heard he's
Really?
buying a house in
Really?
Vegas. Yeah.
that. Yeah, we should.
Look at that.
We'll hopefully get confirmation from someone in the chat room.
Okay. Yeah, but I know he was in Victorville playing Jose Perica. I don't know what happened there. I would assume John won.
Jose lost that match 11-7, and apparently there was talk about having a rematch up here. But to tell you the truth,
11-7?
the
Is
way
that one pocket?
11 games to 7.
Oh.
Tell you the truth, though, the way John's playing right now, I don't know if Jose should come near him right now.
No. Still has a chance. Just,
Yeah, he's Jose.
yeah. Depending on the day, Someone will dominate one day and the other will the other day.
I guess you're right. You can never underestimate,
Yeah.
Jose Perica.
Yeah, anybody up at that caliber. Okay, let's see the score here. All right, it is 6-0, John Schmidt. Now, there's a lot of heat on Louis right now
yeah.
because
Well, it's a race
he
to
was
3.
Yeah, but he's feeling 2-1 coming up real close and him loser. Who breaks next?
Louis breaks next.
Yeah. Anyway. He's not sure what to do. He's really giving it a lot of thought. I don't like what he's thinking here at all. If he's taking a scratch, I don't understand that. He could have went off to 14 and protected the 2 ball on the other side.
Oh, you mean just feather it? And
Yeah, I don't get that. There was too many ways to play a legal safe there and not owe a ball.
I hear a lot of talk in the chat room about taking intentional. But I think really you really have to explore all the possibilities before you do that,
Yeah,
correct?
you got to be really trapped. The guy's got to have a lot of balls in front of his hole for you to freeze him up
yeah.
somewhere and buy a little time. Okay, Louis is not going to take another scratch. He's going off a ball.
Newsflash.
It was that easy last time.
Well,
Maybe he's stalling a little because I'm watching now. He sees me back here. That's what it is.
Yeah, you got a target on your head.
I played a little last night. Did not play very good.
Yeah, you played Gus, right?
Yeah. I didn't lose, but I just did not feel real good or confident. I don't know, maybe tonight. I'm playing somebody tonight. I'm just coming in with my stick and getting the table.
There you go. There you go. You don't know who you're going to play yet, do you?
No.
Yeah, but, it's not every day you see Rich up in this neck of the woods.
Yeah. John's coming up here.
How you doing,
The
John?
question is why the commentator Rich Grenier ain't in this track. He might be the best player in the state of California.
I was going to get to
Fucking
that.
guy. He drilled me last time he played.
I was going to get to
I'm
that.
saying some good things about you.
And John actually stopping midstream in his game to say, why the hell weren't you in this tournament?
Yeah. John just came up and said something about me commentating, and I did beat him last time we played. It was at the U.S. Open in Vegas. I don't know if I drilled him. I think I beat him 3-1. It's all about just being real comfortable, not playing tight and scared, and just getting up and play your game. And that's what I did that day. And yeah, I had a good tournament. That was nice of him to come up here.
Yeah. He's feeling good. John's got a good spirit. You know,
Yeah.
he's not afraid to show his emotions at the table and, you know, just get it out of the way right, you know, as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay, so Louis has a hard cut on the 11. And if he shoots this, there may not be a reward for another shot, but he's...
Are you going for this, Rich? Are you going for this shot?
being down 6, well, I guess from here, that cut wasn't so extreme.
No,
when
it
you're
was just
way...
the reach that he had that made it look worse, right?
Oh, look at that. He had a little extension on his stick. He's got all the tools.
Oh, okay.
You know?
That's actually Dave Witzel cue that he uses. He's sponsored by Dave Witzel cues.
Really? Is Louis playing pool every day now? Is that what he's doing? Because I know he's doing real estate.
He's playing a lot of pool. He won the Chatito
Where's that?
here last month.
Oh, yeah?
He took it. He took it out of 111 players, I think.
Jeez, he's shooting so straight.
And yeah, he was in the finals with Ernesto Dominguez. 3,000 added, event last month.
And there's Ernesto playing Brandon Schuff over there on table 23.
Yeah, that's the 10 ball. They're playing the 10 ball. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the 10 ball is in effect. We're watching the final matches of the one pocket. You know what? I gotta address something real quick.
Go ahead.
Rich, thank you for understanding.
Okay, let's see the score. Well, it's 6-1. Louis got one. He made a couple balls there. Put up the ball he owed, so he's still trailing way behind. And John Schmidt is thinking, get balls out of play. That's all he's thinking. Get them all up there where if he does make a mistake, Louis can't run out. And Louis really needs to get rid of this 7. That's a dangerous ball to have there. Yeah. And the next ball he's got to move is to 4. And then start leaving John way up in that left corner with balls in front of Louis' hole. He's going to shoot a power shot here. He's going to bank this and draw it back to the bottom rail, try to steal a ball. Jeez. Really hit that good. He hit it like he knew he was going to make it. Louis has absolutely nothing aggressive he can do here. He's just going to try to get the cue ball up in the left corner where John has no shot. He's going to go off the 10, carry him the cue ball up there. Almost like I read his mind. Perfect. It's an even game here. Louis has just as good a chance to win as John with the way the balls are laid out, as good as he shoots. John is just trying to get a ball out of play and bring the cue ball down to safety, but it's pretty hard to do. It looks like he's going to feather the 2 ball. Nope. Okay, he's not sure what he's going to hit here. Oh, the 7. Okay, good shot. Perfect. Now Louis can't put him up in that corner because of the 7 ball in play. Score is 1-1 in games. John Schmidt has 7 balls to Louis' 1. And Louis is feeling really desperate. And you feel a little helpless when you're at this point. You're like, it's like a miracle to win this game. Yeah, he tried to do too much. He left the bank for John. He hit it slow. He didn't want to hit it too hard and have it bounce up and leave Louis a bank. Let's see how he takes this out of here. Wow. Yeah, he tried to cut the 15 upwards real thin and bank it over. Okay, 2-1, John Schmidt. Louis break. Yeah, John's wiping off the Kamui chalk. Let's see what that. Oh wow! Does it come off easy?
Well, yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
it stays on the
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I see.
It's every hit.
John just showed me the cue ball. When you use Kamui chalk, the blue spots stay all over the cue ball, and it affects his aim and the way he's lining up on his shot. But meanwhile, he's up 2-1, so it can't be that bad. Okay. Wow. Oh, that hurts. It hurts when you grind out a game like John for an hour and the guy gets up and makes a ball in the break. It just it happens at the worst time.
I just want to remind our players that
And they're opened up pretty well. He's got the 8, he's got the 11.
they start calling matches, so you need to hang around.
Jeez.
As tables become available and matchups, we're going to go ahead and call them. And we'll get into some formal times here a little bit later in the day. So right now,
Looks like he's going to shoot the 11,
available,
get shape on the 10.
it's going to be Marcelino Montoya
Yep.
and Raj.
Perfect.
Abdal.
Jeez.
Marcelino Montoya and Raj. Abdal.
He got a little straight here. I say he comes down, he's going to bank the 15 or the 13. See, he should have shot my shot. It was safe. He's definitely going to have a bank. He tried to go 2 rails. Daniel's back.
Yeah, thanks,
Hey.
Rich, for
No
holding
problem.
the fort.
Yeah, John won that game. So it's 2-1 John right now.
Okay.
And then Louis stepped up and made a ball on the break. And now the score is 4-0, just like that.
Okay.
After John won, he came up and showed me the cue ball, the way it has like 20 blue spots all over it from the Kamui chalk. He said that's been bothering him a little bit.
Interesting. Yeah.
He does not like people using that chalk.
Well, Louis is a Kamui-sponsored player, but I think he's moved to the 121 chalk, which is supposed to leave a lot less residue.
Really? I needed a new tip about 6 weeks ago, and I hit with Jenny Lee Stick, who is my wife, whoever doesn't know out there.
Jenny the assassin.
And I liked it. I said, man, what kind of tip is this? I need a new tip. And she said, Kamui. She had the medium. And I said, okay, I'll get the soft. I like to grip the ball. So I've been playing with it for, like 5 weeks or so. I loved it for a couple weeks. Lately, I've been miscuing with it, which is really odd.
What do you think of? Do you use the chalk?
No, I don't use. I didn't know I need the chalk. Somebody told me, well, maybe you need the chalk. If I knew all that, I mean, what else do I need after that? The T-shirt?
Yeah.
And So I've been miscuing with it, and it really hurt me last night because you lose a whole game on a miscue.
Yeah, you can.
It like gets glossy or something, and the cue ball just like slides off the tip. It's a bizarre. I've never miscued the way.
It glazed.
Yeah.
Oh well, John talks about using the what is that tool that he also sells?
Yeah, I'm not used to all that stuff. I put a tip on. I play for a year. I don't do anything. I don't carry tools.
Look at this. Look at this game.
Yeah.
The gator grip. That's right. If
okay.
Once the tip glazes, you use the Kamui gator grip. I mean, they've got a whole line of products that are specifically designed for each other.
All right, John's up and running. He got a nice angle, and
this could be over.
Being a straight pool player, he knows exactly where he's going to hit this pack and open him up.
I think his next shot. Ooh, I was going to say it's going to be the 6 ball, but no.
It's really amazing when you're out of your realm. Just because he's not in like straight pools mode, it just doesn't turn out right.
Yep. Just like that too, though. It's going to be 4-4. I don't see him. Well, he might make this 12 in.
Yeah, he's got it. Oh, he's not shooting it.
He's ducking.
He's being careful, which is smart. He did not want to send the cue ball flying all over the place.
Yeah,
he's happy with the score right here.
Yeah, 4-4. He's putting the pressure on Louis right now. Louis needs 2 games. John needs just this one. This is a great match. It's a good match.
Oh, I love this match. Yeah, there's another one pocket match right next to us, but I would much rather watch this one. They're more technical. Who are these guys next to us?
Corey Deuel and Manny Chow.
Okay.
Do you not know Manny?
No, I knew Corey Deuel. The other guy, I've never seen him before.
Manny Chow lives in New York.
Yeah.
Originally from Peru. Very good player. Very good player.
Yeah, I don't get around much. You'd
Corey
be
just
surprised.
scratched.
Yeah, I saw that. He shot a little fly. Manny Chow. Nope, never seen him. I stay near home. If I can't drive there, I'm usually not there.
I hear you.
I want to know. I don't need to get in an airplane to get to where I just want to.
So
up and
what
go.
prevented you from actually playing
This tournament?
Was it your construction? Because you're a general contractor, aren't you?
Yeah, I was in the middle of a remodel. I was almost done with it.
Okay.
And that night before I was supposed to come here, the water heater exploded and his house got all wet, and it was just a big disaster. So, yeah,
well, work comes first, I guess.
Yeah. So it's really too bad. I've been waiting for this tournament. Okay. The score is 5-4. Louis, and he has a cut on the 14, but it's not a very smart shot because you'll see. He has a chance to make really one, because what was his position on that? And now that was probably he lost his patience and he lost his mind there.
He might have lost the game because of that.
Yeah, that was not the right shot. You should have taken the one out. There's no rush in one pocket. It's not like 9 or 10 ball. 2 more. I love how beautiful they hit those shots. See, when I shoot that and those 2 balls are straight into the opponent's hole, I'm a little nervous of shooting it. But
the
these
14
guys
goes. This is all he needs.
Yeah, it goes.
It does go.
The cue ball is going to come like 2 rails and sit behind the 6.
John losing count. Actually, Louis letting him know he needs 1.
Well, John's used to spotting people. He's not used to just
it's there. I think it's there.
Where did I tell you the cue ball was going earlier? Maybe you didn't hear me. I saw it going right there.
Yeah, I did hear you. And
Zach the Mundo. Okay, he's pumped up, so he's going to show us some power shots right now.
Yeah.
Kind of like after Efren plays.
Circuit shot.
He hits balls. Look at that. Yeah. In the match, he would not have hit it that way. But
man.
yeah, so I'm a little loose right now.
Well, there you have it, guys.
Okay.
Louis Ulrich gets eliminated from this tournament. He's going to take 5th, 6th place and be paid out $450. And then he's going to move on to the 10-ball tournament. I'm not sure where in the draw he is. Sponsored by Kamui Tips, Dave Witzel Cues, and can be found regularly hanging out at Quality Billiards and On Cue Billiards in La Mesa. Louis Ulrich, definitely a force to be reckoned with in the pool world. We haven't seen the end of Louis. He'll be here for the West Coast Challenge 10-ball portion of this event. I want to thank you guys for all checking out the stream. I want to thank Richard Grenier for coming and hanging out with me in the commentary booth.
You're welcome, and love it.
And we are going to get another match going here real soon. John Schmidt will be playing the winner of Corey Duel and Manny Chow, which is ongoing right now. So we're probably going to take a little break here
Thanks,
on
you
the
guys.
stream.